Hi, this is TLC. Today we're going to show you how to create an account with ClassDojo and then how to use that in your classroom. So we've gone to ClassDojo.com and click sign up, and we're going to sign up as a teacher, and then you need to enter your information. All right, and then hit sign up. And then it's going to ask you to find your school. So we're looking for Fuquay Marina High. And join school. Okay. And then we're going to show you how to add a class as well. And so the first thing you're going to do before you add the class is to get a class list. And so if you go into Gradebook, so log in and pull up Gradebook, then you're going to go to the Reports tab. And so that'll look like this. You're going to click on the arrow beside Student Roster, and that will pull up this screen here. Make sure that you have student name checked, and then Run Report. And you don't need to save it, just open it. All right, and so then that gives you an Excel file. This file, though, has all the names, the first and last name in the same column, and so we want to change that. So you're going to highlight the column, then go to Data, Text to Columns, and then hit Next. Then you need to click where it says comma. That will switch it so that you have two different columns. Next, and then Finish. And now you have a list of your students with their first and last names separated.
Okay, so now we're going to go back to ClassDojo, and we are going to add a class. So I'm just going to call this class First Period, and you can name it whatever you want. If you are teaching a certain grade level, you can select a certain grade level. I'm going to select Other just because there might be a mixture of 9th through 12th graders, and I'm going to select Add Class. Now, you can manually type in your students' names, but since we uploaded a roster into Excel, I'm going to copy and paste from Excel. So I'm going to go back to my Excel spreadsheet, and I am going to copy and paste the student's first name and last name. And I'm going to copy and paste here. Now I know the last name's first and the student name is second, but we can fix that here in a second. Where it says flip first and last names, we can do that. So now we have our first names in a column and our last names in a column. And then we're just going to hit continue. Alright, so now it has uploaded your students by first name and last name, and they've given each student a little character, and you can eventually go in and go from there, and they can decorate their character and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and select Done Adding Students. Now in the future, if you get another student, you can go back and add to your class list.
Okay, parents can also be involved in ClassDojo, so giving them an invite, it will open a PDF file. You can print the PDFs and it will have each student listed individually, and you can send this home with the students. They can log in to see their points, and so can their parents. And these are the various behaviors that you can award students points for. I use participating, but if you didn't want to, you could edit and delete any of these. For example, teamwork and helping others are pretty much the same thing to me, so I will usually go in and delete helping others. And if I wanted to add a behavior, with our growth mindset, I have improvement on a test. And so I will give them 1 point for improving on a test. Also with needs work, I would say one of our biggest issues is the electronic devices. So if I'm not going to worry about them being unprepared, I can change that one to electronic devices, and then take away 1 point if they have out their cell phone in class. Once you've decided which behaviors you want, you can import them to all of your other class periods so that you don't have to edit the behaviors for each class one at a time. Okay, I don't use the class story much, but once you're in your classroom, these are all of your students. And let's say we wanted to give Alexander a point for participating. We would just click on his name and then click participating. You'll see he has a green bubble now to show his points. If you want to award multiple people points at the same time, you can check a bunch of them that are all participating. Or maybe this time these students all improved on their test. And so now all 6 of them have gotten a point for improving on their test. The other thing that's great about Dojo is we can randomize who we want to call on. Once their name pops up, you can call on them and then give them a point for participating. It's a good idea to take attendance first before you use the random button, because if this person is not here, you don't want their name to pop up. So now if I hit random, these 3 people will not pop up on random. There is also a timer in ClassDojo that I use all the time to set a time limit for a certain activity, and when the bell goes off, they'll know that they have to be finished with the activity. ClassDojo has a ton of reports. I actually use mine for attendance. So we can see that today these 3 students were absent. This will allow you to go back to other weeks. There are also reports you can run on their behavior. So this shows who I have given points to today, and it also can show you each individual student and what day you gave them points. I also use the spreadsheet occasionally, so if I click View Spreadsheet, I can also download a spreadsheet of all of the behaviors that I have given. I will use this for homework. So after they've gotten a bunch of points for getting homework, I can open it in a spreadsheet and then find a percentage for their unit homework average and put that grade into PowerSchools. There are tons of things that you can do with ClassDojo, so if you have other questions about how to set up your class, how to edit behaviors, or anything that you would like to use ClassDojo for, let the members of the TLC know and we'll do our best to answer your questions. Thank you.